Muy buenas, ¿qué tal están? Perfecto. Muy buenas, ¿qué tal estamos? Aquí volvemos en Diabetes Murders. Y estoy bastante enganchado, quiero avanzar. Para seleccionarlo, pulsa el botón para si luego pulsar. Acabas de encontrar un objeto modificable. Superior derecho. What the fuck? No. Por el bien de la investigación. Un muelle nuevo. ¿Para qué coño quiero yo un muelle? No sé. A ver, observar. Son todos... Vale, supongo. A ver.
Donald is always on edge. Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself.
Es que está sentada la hermana de la otra.
She appears to have taken more care with her
Claro.
appearance than the last time.
Tiene ahí el maquillaje y todo, ¿sabes?
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
Perdón, que estaba aquí. Nada. Nada, cosas que tengo aquí por la mesa y me da igual.
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel. Franklin Clark...
Ah, perdón.
I hope to concentrate on my guests.
Ah, vale, digo, hostia, que esto como... Vale.
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. The song says, sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden. But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Megan, dear girl, please be patient.
Mr. Poirot, how dare you address me by my first name?
Please excuse me, mademoiselle. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name by chance starts with P.
Must we go into that?
No, of course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Come on, Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
It's true. We've to catch the killer, not be spared the gory details.
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard, did your sister say she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a
Las
brand new
mismas
pair.
palabras, ¿eh?
The day it
Nos cuenta lo
happened.
mismo.
She was crying, and to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
El asesino es astuto, hombre. ¿De qué manera tan brillante? Se muestra seguro de sí mismo, no le falta rojo. Es seductor, efectivamente. Sedujo a Betty. Al asesino le gustan los trenes. Una guía de ferrocarriles. Impulsivo, no. Minuciosamente. Generoso. Me están hablando por WhatsApp.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
Is something bothering you, Mary?
Well, Mr. Poirot,
Claro.
you see, I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is
A
convenient.
Devon. A, B,
Thank you all
C,
for
D.
coming. We
Va a
will
haber
meet again soon.
otra muerte allí. Hostia.
The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Que tienen, o sea, los nombres, obviamente. Ascher, claro. No me jodas. Medicamento para la tos. Problemas de voz. Médico retirado.
first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
¿Qué dices?
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish.
Hostia, esto no me había dado cuenta, no me lo esperaba, ¿eh?
Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I have to take Miss Gray to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
Are you leaving Churston for good?
Miss Gray very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs, but naturally she prefers to find a position in London.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
Vale. Voy a investigar un poquito.
It is not the right time.
Vale, no, pues no voy a investigar un poquito. Tomar por culo. No, acicálate, acicálate. Por supuesto.
It would be rude to make Lady Clark.
Vale, pues nada. Hostia,
This poor
chaval.
woman is very ill. This woman is suffering. She is in no state to have a conversation.
Mr. Poirot?
My respects, madame.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have you seen the nurse? She should have been here by now. Oh, I'm sorry.
The telephone in the hall is ringing.
No es aquí, ¿no?
It's closed.
Vale, espérate. Vamos a bajar.
Lady Clark is in pain. I have to give her an injection of morphine to ease her suffering. The Clark residence. Detective Hercule Poirot speaking.
How do you do, Mr. Poirot? I'm Lady Clark's nurse. I wanted to let you know that I won't be able to come for her injection today. Might Miss Gray be able to do it?
She has just left, but I will take care of it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find the skeleton key to open the medicine cabinet hidden in the lion trophy.
You can count on me. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, thank you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
Me pregunto si hay algún trofeo de arreglarse en todos los espejos.
Here is the skeleton key. April 1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
¿Y el muelle para qué?
Ah, Mr. Poirot. Oh, I feel better now. Thank you for your help.
Madame, you are tired, so I will get straight to the point. What can you tell me about this business?
What business, Mr. Poirot?
No doubt. You wish to talk to me about what happened to your husband?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael. Has the madman who killed him been caught?
Not yet, chère madame. There was a great many people in Cheston on the day of the murder.
Indeed. People go straight to the beach. They don't come near Coomside.
So, there were no strangers around the house that day?
Who said that?
The people who live here. Your brother-in-law, Miss Gray.
Miss Gray? Oh, I don't like her. Franklin wanted her to stay, but I insisted she should go immediately.
You are entitled to do so, naturally.
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her. But at least you can see through that self-pity act. See what she's up to. Oh.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Un peine de plata. Aquí no hay nada más, supongo.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
¿Otro peine? Ah, peine de bronce. Comprendo.
This couple appears to be having fun. Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children. I must find a way to wake her up gently. I must find a way to
Despertar aquí. What?
It is not the right time.
Ah, la tengo que despertar. ¿O qué cojones?
I must find a...
Ah, despertar a... Vale. No me había enterado. Dejar caer un peine. No sé. ¡Ay! Ojo. Peine de oro.
Subject would probably be useful
¿O
to
no?
me.
Peine de oro. Vale, y ahora aquí. ¿What? ¿Qué es esto?
The mechanism appears to be broken.
Fuck. Ah, que se puede abrir sin... los peines. Los peines. Uno. ¿Este era el segundo? Sí. 2. 3. Ah, y el muelle.
I hope that Hastings will not be cross with me.
What are we talking about? Ah, yes, Thora Grey. Oh, Carmichael had great esteem for her, but for me she was nothing but a hypocrite.
You're probably right, madame.
Asiente, tú asiente.
You have seen through her. I'm so pleased that I've convinced you.
No se duerma, por favor. No. Ah, vale.
You are very harsh. Do not forget that the girl is an orphan.
Yes, and she used the fact to get around men. Take Franklin. He's fallen for her sweet-talking charms. Oh, he's a lovely boy, very plucky and sure of himself. But so naive. Oh, when it comes to women.
Miss Grey did look after you very well, though.
Outwardly. But she's hiding
Hostia.
something. I think she tried to poison me.
Miss Grey? A poisoner? But everybody appears to like her.
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's manipulative and she's a liar.
A liar?
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime nobody was around Coomside?
That is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock I saw
¿Cómo?
her talking to someone.
Really? And what was this man like?
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain face. Oh, I don't remember well.
Was he a gentleman?
No, he was not a gentleman.
It would be best to leave her to sleep now. The telephone in the hall is ringing.
Hostia, que se complica la cosa, ¿eh?
Hello?
Poirot, is that you? Hastings here.
Thank you for calling. Have you received a new letter from the murderer?
No, thank goodness. How are things in Churston?
I questioned Lady Clark, but I will not leave until I have examined everything of interest to me here. Fortunately, Franklin is absent, and I have a skeleton key.
Have you seen Thora Grey again?
Briefly. But rest assured, I intend to summon her to London soon.
She's a fascinating girl.
But secretive. I would like to ask her a few questions.
Poirot, she wouldn't hurt a fly.
Each to his own, my friend. Yours are pretty orphans, mine old ladies that have the maladies.
Poirot, are you mocking me?
No ill intended, rest assured. À bientôt, mon ami.
Vale, espérate, tengo alguna duda. No. Vale, inspeccionar la mansión. ¿Qué hay aquí? ¿Qué es esto? Hostia. Se viene puzzle chungo, ¿eh? Espérate. Un momentito, por aquí también hay cosas.
February 1922, South Africa. July 1920, Alaska Peninsula. Franklin appears to be very active. Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman, a good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
Vale. Voy a ver el armario primero. ¿Qué cojones es esto? Buah.
A Chinese symbol is engraved on this metal disc.
Bueno, pues bien.
Well, well. The characters engraved on this padlock resemble those engraved on the metal discs.
Ya. Pero ¿hacia dónde tienen que estar enfocando? Esto va a ser algo del mapa. Ha pasado algo por aquí, ¿eh?
This plate appears to be able to move, but something is blocking it. This plate appears to be able to move, but something is blocking it.
¿Cómo?
This plate appears... 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 I must need something to continue. This plate appears... This plate appears... Sumatra. Australia. South Africa.
Ya, pero ¿y qué?
This plate appears... I must need something to continue.
Hostia, es verdad, esta llave nos la quedamos sin tener ni puta idea de qué coño era, ¿no?
This plate appears... This plate appears... This plate appears...
No comprendo yo, ¿eh?
Alaska.
¿Eh? What?
This plate appears...
No me deja salir. Recibidor de los Clark. Vale, cerrar ahora. Vale, vamos a salir de aquí de momento. Espérate, que a lo mejor, espérate. A lo mejor puedo resolver esto. Quiero
The
decir...
Chinese symbol is
Sí, sí,
engraved on
sí,
this...
sí.
Well, well.
Esto. Este es el que acabo de mirar. Este puede ser... No, este.
No, it's not the right code.
Este. Vale, este entonces es...
This character appears to be the wrong. Maybe I should look to the pad. The position of this character looks right to me.
Vale.
Like this character appears to be
Vale,
the right
vale,
way
vale,
around.
vale, vale, vale. Ah, y eso creo que me dirá las posiciones, supongo, vale. No. ¿Así?
That's it. This ca- That's it. This character.
Vale, entonces ahora es... Este... Está bien, ¿no? Creo que sí. Sí, ese está bien, está ahí.
No, it's not the right.
Cállate, cállate. No, perdón, 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 perdón. Ahí. Vale, vale, vale.
At last, the
Ah.
cupboard is open.
Vale.
Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped. Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers.
China.
The Railway Children, E. Nesbitt. For Franklin, und Effie's Christmas, 1910. Genteel and wild, English countryside revisited.
No termino de comprender esto, ¿eh? Vale, tengo eso, pero aquí... ¿Qué...? Cojones. ¿Lo dejamos aquí? Sí, lo vamos a dejar aquí. Espero que os haya gustado. Muchas gracias por estar ahí un día más aguantándome. Y en el próximo continuaremos. Así que lo dicho, a lo mejor tiene que ver con los trofeos.
February 1922,
Sudáfrica.
South Africa.
Sudáfrica, febrero del 22.
July 1920,
En el
Alaska
20,
Peninsula.
Alaska. Ya no, pero...
April
En el
1925,
25,
Aceh Province.
Sumatra. No, mira, aquí tengo el mapa y todo. No, no, va a ser... No. Porque mira, además aquí puedo salir. Va a ser algo más currado, ¿sabes? Espérate.
The door is locked. This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael
¡Hostia!
Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names.
Es que me alargo, los quiero hacer de media hora, pero me engancho y me alargo.
Test on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently.
De A a la D.
No names. Disappointing. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No names. Disappointing. Order and method above all. Let us finish examining the mansion while no one is around.
Vale, pues lo dejamos aquí. Así que nada. Lo dicho.
Sir Carmichael's collect.
Gracias. Y hasta luego.